everybody. It is New Comic Book Day, and it's a special New Comic Book Day because it's September, and it is the 3-year anniversary.
Oh God!
Of the New 52.
Already?
Can you believe that?
Ew.
3 years, and they've almost canceled 52 books in the 3 years that they started with the New 52.
I've matured more in that time than DC's line has.
Right? But one thing that they haven't gotten past is shiny covers. And this week we have a just plethora of shiny covers.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh
my God! Ow! Holy crap! Those hurt.
Right?
Oh.
Jesus! The weapons.
Man. We have action comics for you featuring Sand Superman.
You take some. Be careful though. We got Grayson, number 1.
Staring into the abyss. Oh God! Phantom Stranger, Future's End, number 1.
Green Arrow,
Aquaman,
Green Lantern,
Earth 2,
Conan. I mean, Swamp Thing.
Detective Comics featuring Batman and the Riddler, and Batwing, which has a way cooler cover than this comic has any right to.
Yeah. We wish Dan Panosian had drawn that. He doesn't. What you gonna do?
It's whatever.
But yes, and we also have flat versions for you weird people who don't want shiny.
Yeah, I don't know what's
it.
wrong with any of you.
Exactly. But yeah, so it's a lot of shiny. I know it's a lot of stuff, but there is other things this week.
You know who loves shiny things?
Who?
Kids. Children. Like the children in Boom Studios' The Woods.
Ooh.
We have the first trade paperback about, a bunch of kids hanging out in the woods. The only thing is, these woods are on another planet, another galaxy, and their school has been transported to them. Mysteriously.
Sounds spooky.
Yeah, so
Spooky.
you'd think maybe you could just camp out in the school, like, eat school lunch and everything, but there's the whole not being connected to the earth, or power lines, or running water, or any of that thing. So of course the children have to venture into the woods, and that leads to a very, very, very out of left field, even for this kind of serious cliffhanger at the end of book 1, which, funny enough, you can pick up issue 5 that picks up right there on the same day. Crazy how that works, isn't it? It's like they planned it or something.
Something like that. Seems like kind of the boy equivalent of Lumberjanes. A little
I wouldn't say that. There's all kinds of protagonists in this. Males,
I thought they
females,
were all
old
guys.
people. No, dude.
Oh, those are women. Oh.
Nah, it's for everybody.
Oh, what is this? New one from Peter Milligan and Leandro Fernandez from Vertigo. This is Names, number 1. And this is focusing on the 1% as opposed to the other 99% and the heinous things that they get up to, which is a lot.
Yeah,
because,
pretty much everything they do.
When you have a lot of money, this is what you do. It's got kind of a really cool, like almost Eduardo Risso style going on here. Some really nice elongated faces, lots of heavy blacks, big teeth, big hair, knife to the throat. But yeah, Vertigo's really, pushing back here, trying to get some serious creator-owned work going on.
Getting back into the crime series.
That's right. That's right.
That's an 8-issue miniseries.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, another new debut here. Sort of a return, actually. This is the first ever single issue published by Image Comics of God Hates Astronauts. Of course, the brainchild of the demented Mr. Ryan Brown, who writes, draws, and I'm pretty sure colors this too.
No, he's actually not coloring that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think he did the first volume. But anyways,
he's got scheduled to keep.
There is a flaming ghost horse-headed cyborg superhero choking out a farmer on this cover. Like,
that's just the cover.
Yeah. There's a emperor tiger eating a cheeseburger on the inside. Giant crab armies. Gnarled Winslow. Come on. It's a great comic. It's actually one of the funniest things I've read in the last year. The original graphic novel is still available, and we will probably have it in at some point soon. But we're just, selling so much of it because this comic is so awesome.
And there are 2 covers this week, one by Jeff Darrow and one by Ryan Brown. So if you can't choose, buy both. It's cool. And right now we are going to throw it to Mr. Will, whose comics unfortunately don't have flaming ghost or flaming horse-headed cyborg superheroes, but
they're cool too.
Yeah,
there's other fancy stuff going on the cover.
I don't know, shiny things, yeah. Well.
And yes, we're glowing from all the shiny, happy covers, but this is one sad, shiny cover. Death of Wolverine, number 1 of 4. This is it, the final adventure of Logan. The healing factor's gone, and all his enemies are on the run. You know, of all his rogues, there's one enemy that comes in here that's quite a surprise for me. This is awesome. It's really action-packed. Steve McNiven is doing the art. Plus, there's this really cool tribute to Len Wein, and there's a lot of extras in here as well. Death of Wolverine #1, the beginning of the end for Logan. And another big mutant book this week, Uncanny X-Men 25. This is what Brian Michael Bendis has been building up to. You know, he's created some really cool new mutants, and I think he's really captured the personality of all the great mutants and the conflict after the death of Professor X. Well, now we're finally getting to the will of Professor X. It was read a couple of issues ago, and, you know, we've learned he married Mystique. What the heck? Professor X. And he's been keeping this one mutant a secret, and this mutant is so powerful, you know, he pretty much, Professor X did all kinds of unheroic, unethical, crazy things, and he's gathered his X-Men together one last time to be my X-Men for one last mission to, what are they going to do? Are they going to have to kill this mutant? Are they going to have to, what are they going to have to do to keep him secret, to keep his powers from coming out? So there's a really great moments with Storm, with Wolverine, with Cyclops, especially with Cyclops. He just kind of loses it. And really good. This is supposedly, this whole storyline is really going to change the whole X-Men dynamic. You can see it happening. And, you know, is this new mutant, is this the next great X-Men, or is it the next great X-Men villain? Tune in X-Men 25, Uncanny X-Men 25. Original Sin, the big finale is this week, and all I can say is, once again, Jason Aaron and Mike Deodato, you've blown my mind a couple of times. My jaws have dropped throughout this whole thing. Who killed the Watcher and stole his eyes? And when his eyes were stolen, it unleashed all these secrets. Nick Fury. I almost said Wolverine there. Nick Fury confessed his sins. There's no infinity formula. He's really this old man. He's had this whole secret mission he's kept from Captain America, from everybody. And everything comes to a big head in this, and there's one jaw dropper after another, and Jason Aaron really delivers on everything. It's all wrapped up in this one big awesome mission. Really sets the stage for what's next with Thor, with Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, and he may have created an awesome new villain throughout this whole thing. So Original Sin 8 of 8, the big finale is this week. Black Widow, I love this book. You know, last month was a big crossover with the Punisher, and now the Black Widow and Hawkeye, you know, they both started, they were lovers back when they were both kind of bad guys. He reformed, became an Avenger. She's been an Avenger, S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. This is a great book. It's about her solo missions to try to atone for her past. There's this great supporting character, Isaiah, who kind of helps her with her missions. Isaiah gets kidnapped, and it puts Black Widow and Hawkeye in each other's path. Great art, great storyline. I'm really excited to see how this book turns out, what's going to happen with Natasha and Clint. And finally this week, the Legendary Star-Lord. If you can't get enough of Guardians of the Galaxy, come on down, because we've got Rocket Raccoon and we've got Legendary Star-Lord in a solo series. What's cool about this is now it goes more into Star-Lord's crazy alien family, this crazy new intergalactic bounty hunter, crime lord, bad guy called Mr. Knife. And yes, that is Kitty Pryde. You know, back in the crossover with Guardians of the Galaxy, they kind of sort of had a flirtation, and so they've been kind of dating via interstellar outer space hologram. Brian Bendis makes it work somehow. But this story is by Sam Humphries. They continue the thing, their big storyline, Star-Lord, Kitty Pryde, a whole bunch of crazy new aliens, and a lot of fun. Back to you guys. Watch out for hologram covers.
Thank you, Mr. Will. And you see, Marvel got a little jealous. They had to put a shiny cover on Death of Wolverine. I mean, even Image this week has a shiny cover. You know,
which is kind of shocking, actually.
It's
for a really weird. Let's not talk about.
We're gonna pass that.
That comic is dumb. Speaking of things that are not dumb, things that are sophisticated and classy and even elegant, you might say.
That's a good
we
word
have
for that.
From Mr. Matt Wagner, a former indie golden child, Grendel versus the Shadow, Book 1, in a prestige-bound format. Like, come on, it's even got little Art Deco strobe lights on the back going on.
Matt Wagner's a classy guy.
Yeah. This is taking his own creation of Grendel, the sort of, it's a legacy type thing. I believe this is the first Grendel, of course.
This is Hunter Rose.
Who has suddenly been transported over to 1930s New York. A different 1930s New York, of course.
Yeah.
The 1930s New York of the Shadow, Who knows? I don't know what he knows. A lot of things.
He knows
apparently.
what lurks in the evil of men's hearts, and that's stuff, whatever. Watch the Alec Baldwin movie, it's really awesome.
This is super awesome. Matt Wagner is writing and drawing this. He's been working on, actually, Dynamite's Shadow Year 1 series, so he's actually pretty well versed in the character at this point. And I guess this just kind of seemed like a no-brainer for them. And it's really, 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 really sweet.
Very classy. And from IDW this week, we have the trade paperback of what may be one of the greatest Judge Dredd stories ever written and drawn. Douglas Wolk, who is a self-styled Judge Dredd historian, which, you know, what school you go to that
I don't really know how you can be
I don't know. But anyway, art by Ulises FARINAS, colors by Ryan Hill. Ulises FARINAS is a madman. This dude's gonna be blind by 30 if he's already not blind. But this follows Judge Dredd as he goes to Mega City 2, which is in the far-off land of LA, where they do things a little bit different. And Hollywood has fully taken over that which is LA, and each borough is kind of owned by and operated by different laws and things, and Judge Dredd has to get used to, you know...
working in a new system.
Yeah, a new system where the law is a bit more, malleable.
Yeah.
You know? And there's, what is the place called? Crime Land?
No, it's called Melody Time, thank you
Melody
very much.
Time, there you go. So there's a very scary issue with cartoon holographic mascots that help Judge Dredd solve crimes.
And the mysterious man known as Santos.
Santos! This is friggin' amazing, it really is. It's like if Jeff Darrow did some Judge Dredd, but this has got kind of more of an anime creepy feel. But yeah, this book made me feel weird.
Yeah, no, me
Just
too,
a little bit.
definitely. It's very unnerving.
It is. And so that's pretty much everything we got for you this week. Yeah, get in here, get the shiny covers before they're gone. Just don't leave them out in the sun, they will melt.
Yeah, they might look even cooler that way, though.
It's true. Alright guys, see ya.